All right, Keith, we had a great stretch, but now we're sort of moving into that unsettled pattern, it seems.
Yeah, and it feels every bit fall. We're going to talk a little bit about the northern lights too, because I know people are pretty hyped up.
For that.
You know what happened is if you missed May, people have been waiting since May
for this chance.
Because there's been like these really like dinky geomagnetic storms, and people are like, can I see it tonight? It's like, no, not. Like, I get it, because you saw all the pictures, and if you didn't get in on it, we're going to talk about it. We do have a chance this weekend. Clouds along the coastline today, and we had a fog bank kind of flitting back and forth along the coast through much of the day. We did better inland. Here comes our cold front that has a little bit of moisture with it. It doesn't have a ton of rain, but unlike our last cold front that came through and fell apart before it got here, it will connect with the state with some rain. It's a matter of whether or not it's an all-day event or just a morning event. So we're going to talk more about the aurora in a second, but just to set the stage, tonight I think it's going to be a little bit tough, because when we get to around midnight or so, or even a little before that, it's fairly cloudy. So maybe the mountains have a chance briefly to see the sky, but most of us are going to be clouded up. So I don't think it's a good night for that. Showers around by tomorrow morning, and it's just a morning event over southern and western Maine. By 10 or 11 a.m. at the latest, we should be cleared out there. This is 9 a.m. and the showers starting to move out of the mid-coast. But down east in northern Maine, because of the way this low is moving, are going to see more clouds throughout the day and off and on showers through most of the daylight hours, if not all. So it's kind of a different situation north of Bangor versus south of Bangor. So we all get on the same page on Sunday, but before we get there, let's take a look at Sunday, 2 in the morning. So a lot of times aurora viewing ideally is around that time, around 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And you can see it's a bit of a split state forecast where there's likely clouds over the northern half of the state, but it's more clear over southern and western Maine. So that'll be your best chance to catch the aurora Saturday night. Clouds come in here on Sunday, and it's a mixture of sun and clouds, temperatures right around 60. It's a pretty brisk and cool day, and then some more rain comes in on Monday. We're in a more progressive, faster moving pattern that will give us more rain chances. Something you're going to notice by mid next week is the cool nights. Tuesday night, Wednesday night are going to be in the 30s in a lot of spots. This is inland. I kind of drove this off of the Lewiston area, so it'll be cooler in the mountains and a little bit warmer along the coast, but you can get the general gist of that. All right, so here's the forecast for tomorrow night, because again, tonight I think is fairly cloudy. So that's the view line down there. That's where you could potentially see the aurora. So it's south of Maine. That's good. But again, that split will be where the cloud cover is. So your best chance would be in the kind of the middle of the night over central and southern Maine and into New Hampshire. Remember the tips about you need to get away from light pollution, which is a lot of. And the other is sometimes you can't see it with the naked eye and you have to use a phone. So we tell you to put your phones down, but you might have to pick them up for this one. That's the experience I had in May where I couldn't really see it, but then with the picture I could. Showers again on Monday into Tuesday, and then just kind of unsettled, coolish. Highs only in the 50s, and again, those overnight lows in the 30s in a lot of spots.
Yeah. We will feel that next week.
Yeah,
all
definitely.
Of a sudden,
It'll feel real, like we talked about whether or not you kick on just a little spot of heat.
A little hint.
A little bit.
Yeah,
yeah.
touch. All right. The fighting will begin.
Yes.
Keith, thanks so much.